For nearly a decade, Manchester City have been the undisputed kings of English football. Under the visionary leadership of Pep Guardiola, they've rewritten the rulebook, dominating the Premier League, lifting multiple trophies and dazzling fans with some of the most fluid possession-based football the world has ever seen. But every great dynasty faces challenges, and the 24-25 season has been a stark reminder that even the best teams can hit rough patches. For City, this year has been marked by unexpected injuries, key players struggling for form, and tactical puzzles that Guardiola has yet to fully solve. As a result, City have been shockingly trophyless this season, and that is a rarity for a squad that is built to win everything. Questions are starting to loom large. How much have injuries to key men like Rodri and Erling Haaland affected their chances? Has Kevin De Bruyne's contract situation played a part into what has happened this season? Why has Phil Foden's form all of a sudden just taken a massive dip? But most importantly, what can Pep do to get his side back to winning ways next season and reclaim their crown? Now, one clear answer, of course, is going to be in the transfer market, specifically in two exciting fullbacks who could be missing pieces in City's evolving puzzle. Valentino Livramento and Rayan Ait-Nouri, these two young talents possess the qualities Pep values most: versatility, technical skill, and the ability to contribute both offensively and defensively. In this video, we'll explore how these players fit into Pep's tactical blueprint, why they could be crucial for City's future, and how their arrival might just be what the team needs for next season and to challenge again. Manchester City's 24-25 campaign has been defined by challenges that few could have predicted. One of the biggest blows came early in the season with the injury to Rodri, Pep's midfield anchor and the linchpin of City's control and balance. Rodri isn't just any defensive midfielder, he's the best. His ability to read the game, break up opposition attacks, and distribute with precision allows City to maintain their trademark possession dominance. Without him, City's midfield has struggled to hold shape and control tempo. The absence of his calming presence has led to more turnovers, less protection for the backline, and a notable drop in City's ability to dictate games. This left Guardiola constantly adjusting his midfield personnel and tactics, searching for solutions that haven't fully materialized. And then, of course, adding to the turmoil has been Erling Haaland's unfortunate injury spells. Haaland's impact goes far beyond his goal tally. His physicality stretches defenses, his runs create space for others, and his clinical finishing makes him a constant threat. When he's sidelined, City's attack lacks that cutting edge and unpredictability. The team's goal scoring rate has dropped, and Pep has found it hard to replicate Haaland's presence with his replacements. And then on top of that, Kevin De Bruyne, arguably the heartbeat of City's creative engine, is now leaving the club come the end of the season. De Bruyne's vision, passing range, and leadership are going to be hard to replace, and it's now going to leave a creative void in the midfield just when the team is desperately in need of some type of inspiration. Then, of course, there's Phil Foden, Mr. Player of the Year in the 23-24 season, where he burst onto the scene as one of City's brightest stars. But this past season, he has struggled with form and consistency. Foden's usual sharpness and confidence in the final third have been noticeably absent, and this dip further weakens City's attacking options. Together, I think these factors have created a perfect storm. Key injuries, dips in form, and an uncertainty around leadership have combined to undermine the team's rhythm. Guardiola's usual tactical flexibility, once a strength, has been tested as he tries to adapt to these absences and inconsistencies. One of the most surprising aspects of City's difficult season has been the unravelling of their defensive solidity, something that has been a foundation of Pep Guardiola's teams for years. Guardiola is of course renowned for his tactical innovation, constantly adapting his system to exploit opponents' weaknesses and maximise his squad's strengths. But this season, his tinkering has sometimes backfired, exposing weaknesses rather than masking them. City's fullbacks have always been key to Pep's tactical blueprint. They provide width in attack, help build up play from the back, and offer a crucial defensive cover when needed. But this season, the fullbacks have been inconsistent. sometimes caught too high up the pitch, other times overwhelmed defensively. The lack of reliable, dynamic fullbacks who can seamlessly transition between attack and defence has been a glaring weakness. Furthermore, Guardiola's frequent tactical adjustments have sometimes created confusion rather than clarity, switching between back threes and fours, tweaking pressing triggers and shuffling midfield roles has brought innovation but also inconsistency. The players seem unsure at times of their exact roles, resulting in moments of disorganisation on the pitch. And again, all of these factors combined have left City more vulnerable defensively than fans and pundits expected. To return to their best, Pep needs not only to rebuild his midfield and attack, but also to stabilise his fullback options, a challenge that might explain his rumoured interest in new recruits. With Manchester City looking to rebuild after a disappointing trophyless campaign, the spotlight has turned to two of the Premier League's most promising young fullbacks. Tino Livramento of Newcastle and Rayan Ait-Nouri of Wolves. But this isn't just about potential, it's about tactical precision. Guardiola doesn't just sign players unless they serve a specific role, and both of these fullbacks offer something City lacked this season: dynamism, adaptability, and intelligence. So let's start off with Tino Livramento. The former Chelsea Academy graduate has matured quickly under Eddie Howe at Newcastle. Though he's primarily a right back, Livramento has shown the versatility to play inverted on the left, a trait Guardiola deeply values. In a tactical system like Pep's, where fullbacks often tuck into midfield in a 3-2-2-3 build-up or even push into the half spaces during attacking transitions, Livramento's technical quality and tactical awareness become critical. Defensively, he's a standout. He times tackles well, intercepts cleverly, and tracks runners with discipline, something City's current backline struggle with, particularly in high-stake matches against teams like PSG and Liverpool this season. Livramento offers security without sacrificing attacking intent. Offensively, his burst of acceleration, low centre of gravity, and calm under pressure allow him to beat a man, combine with midfielders, and deliver quality balls into the box. Now, unlike Kyle Walker, who's more reliant on sheer pace and recovery, Livramento is more calculated and multi-phase fullback, equally adept in high build-up play and transitional defence. Now let's shift our focus to Rayan Ait-Nouri, a left-sided wingback whose attacking flair and unpredictable movement make him one of the most eye-catching dribblers in the league. Ait-Nouri thrives in tight spaces, can beat defenders in 1v1s, and deliver with both pace and precision. He's exactly the kind of fullback Guardiola loves to mould, a progressive carrier who can stretch opposition blocks, open interior passing lanes, or even invert to act as an additional midfielder when needed. But don't mistake him for style over substance. This season at Wolves, his defensive contributions have notably improved. His tackling success rate, positional recovery, and ability to cover space in transition show a growing maturity, one that Pep could develop even further. Imagine someone like Ait-Nouri as a modern-day Joao Cancelo, but younger, faster, and more willing to be coached in defensive structure. What ties these two together is Guardiola's evolving tactical needs. As mentioned before, in matches against Liverpool and PSG, opponents exploited City's wide channels relentlessly. Current fullbacks struggled to maintain compactness when the midfield lost control. Livramento and Ait-Nouri bring balance. They can defend narrow, stretch wide, or invert as needed. They unlock positional fluidity, allowing Pep to return to his favoured system of total control. Ait-Nouri can be the outlet on the left-hand side, carrying the ball forward when City need width against compact blocks. And Livramento can support ball progression from deep or overlap on that right-hand side, something that City desperately need going into next season. In Guardiola's eyes, fullbacks are no longer just defenders. They are architects. They are auxiliary midfielders, pressing triggers, and tactical chess pieces. And in Livramento and Ait-Nouri, City wouldn't just be signing defenders, they'd be investing in structure, fluidity, and long-term identity. Investing in young talents like Livramento and Ait-Nouri is a statement of intent. It signals Pep and the club's ambition to build not just for immediate success, but for sustained dominance in the years to come. Their development under Guardiola's tutelage could see them evolve into world-class fullbacks who become integral to City's identity. You can see, for Pep Guardiola, the message is clear. To return to the top, City must adapt, refresh and reinforce. Livramento and Ait-Nouri aren't just transfer rumours, they could be the catalyst for City's next era of success. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, make sure to hit that like button, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.